Good day, everybody, and welcome to episode 40 of my YouTube video series. Yay! We are at 40 episodes finally. Thank you guys for all your support. And today we're gonna review the Reserve Residences, which is the most highly anticipated project launch of 2023. This project has so many plus points going for it. It's like the sure buy thing of 2023 if you're gonna look for a project, right? And from an investment perspective, from a livability perspective, I think this project has a lot of plus points. It was in my top 5 projects for the year, this year. And this morning we were able to visit the sales gallery for the first time. It's beautiful. There's a lot of fine touches about this project that makes it very nice, very livable, very much something to enjoy. Price points, we don't know for sure yet, but the land price is great. And definitely something that we're looking out to see what the prices are, because if the prices are right, then this is definitely a sure buy if you're going to buy a project for this year. But so as per usual, before I start this project review, let's do a short introduction of myself.
Director of Alpha Marketing at
Ryan Speak in Iskandar, Malaysia. So my name is Ryan. What's that, Ryan?
6,000 incoming supply in Johor. This is
I'm writing thank you for attending today's presentation on Iskandar, Malaysia.
Okay, my name is Ryan Khoo. I am a property investor. I'm also a property agent in Singapore, in Malaysia. I've done lots of real estate transactions for myself, for my clients. I own, I think, lots of real estate in Singapore and in Malaysia. I'm spoken for Property Guru for HPROP. I've done a lot of events and articles for HPROP as well, for iProperty in Malaysia. I'm well known for talking about Malaysian property, especially Iskandar, Malaysia. But today we're going to talk about Singapore property, which is the Reserve Residences, right? And I think something that deserves to have a space on my YouTube video series. So, as per usual, a bit of disclaimer before we start. So everything here is correct as per the date of this video, but these are subject to change and subject to information that we get from developer, from ERA and from URA, which may change without notice. Okay, so before you make any investment, do consult a proper financial advisor, a proper real estate agent. Including myself, you can talk to me privately because everyone is different. You need to assess everybody's situation before you make any decision. Okay, so the Reserve Residences. Take a look at this artistic image. This street image is beautiful. Yeah, actually, I think one thing that we like about the Reserve Residences is that something different, right? Because today a lot of condos in Singapore are very cookie cutter. They're just blocks and blocks of facing each other. Very common design because a lot of architects try to maximize the land space. I think we are very happy to see that in this project, the Reserve Residences, there has been quite a lot of aesthetic touches, right? So they actually have here. Let me see. It's 4 blocks. 4 blocks in this project, right? Like from this screenshot, you can see. From this 3D view, you can see this is a service residences. This will be managed by Far East Hospitality, right? They have a mid tower and they have a high-rise tower. There's also a low-rise tower which you cannot see over here, right? And of course, this project actually is an integrated development with shopping mall. Right at the bottom, the shopping mall is around 222,000 square feet GFA. So there's something like Bedok Mall. If you've been to Bedok Mall, roughly the size, right? Big, but not that big, right? Yeah, but it's beautiful, right? I think they take a lot of inspiration from nature because you're very near Bukit Timah Nature Park, right? But let's go into the details about why this project I think is a good buy, right? So number one, location is Jalan Anak Bukit, right, which is Upper Bukit Timah. It's bordered by the PIE highway and also Upper Bukit Timah Road, right? It's basically near the border to Bukit Timah itself. Actually, if you want to enter Bukit Timah, you just cross this road, you're in Bukit Timah already, right? So there's lots of malls over here. I think the Beauty World, Bukit Timah Plaza, KAP Mall, lots of malls nearby. The nearest MRT is actually the Beauty World MRT, which is part of the downtown line, already completed for a few years, right? And this downtown line, this Beauty World MRT, you'll be connected via a direct interchange underground, right? So if you buy this project, you have direct MRT connectivity to this Beauty World MRT, right? And like I said, fully integrated development. So in Singapore, there's only like I think 12, maybe 13 integrated developments. So when we say integrated development, means got shopping mall, right? Proper shopping mall, not just retail shop. Proper shopping mall, bus interchange, MRT, right? And then which I Opposite here, government is also going to build a new community center. There's a Upper Bukit Timah food court. They're going to tear it down and build a new one as well. So yeah, integrated. And the land price, you look right, is 989 per square foot. Okay, 989 per square foot. And if you notice, a lot of projects that we launched this year in Singapore, I think most of them are over 1,000, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003 land price. So for integrated development to be 989, yeah, I think it's quite rare. I think one of the reasons is because this is a large project. So not many developers can go for large project size like this. Of course, it's a 99-year project. So, but because integrated mall and everything, so the quantum for developer to buy quite big. So in the end, ultimately, many developer cannot bid for this kind of size, right? And so yeah, maybe that's why they got 99 per square foot. The other thing is that this is a dual envelope project, which the government, right, when they decide who will get this plot of land, they not only look at price, they also look at design. So there's 2 envelopes, right, submitted, one for price, one for design. And I think the design for this project definitely is very nice, right? So yeah, so at 99 per square foot, that gives you a lot of opportunity for price to get a good price, right? But there is, of course, one potential to that is because potential stumbler to that, because this developer is Far East. Now, Far East is known in the market to develop a premium product, and of course, when you have a bit of premium product, then maybe it may not be as cheap as it could lah. But I mean, at 99 per square foot, maybe you will still get something pretty nice, right, without overpaying. Right, I think that's the important thing that all buyers want to see, that you get a lot of good value for your money, right? So the reserve residences, right, as you can see, I think quite clear to everyone, right? All the benefits here just from this picture alone, right? Okay, so if you look at this screenshot, so you can see they have a service residence here, which I mentioned. This is going to be managed as a hotel, right, or hotel/service residence by Far East Hospitality. There's a high-rise block which you cannot really see here, mid-rise block, and you have the low-rise block here. So I think it's 12 stories for the low-rise, 17 stories, and I think it's 33 stories for the high-rise, right? And below there's a retail mall, 3 stories, and there's an underground here which links to the Beauty World MRT, right? And of course here on level 1 there is a bus interchange here as well. So I think the bus interchange was, I think, like over 1,000 square feet or square meter. Square meter, I cannot be square feet, right? So pretty large bus interchange as well, right? And yeah, and you see this garden and the pools are all in the middle of that. So you can see from this is a side view, right, how the development will basically look like, right? Another thing that you'll take note is that you will see another way that they have done this project is they have some concepts in terms of design. So they have something called what they call this edge in the horizon units, which are basically the corner lots, right, which are the larger units, which I think are 3-bedder, 4-bedder, 5-bedder. And these units, they sort of like, we call it knuckles, right? They come out of the hand, right? Knuckles, right? So they are bigger and are designed to have maximum view, right? That's why you see they are like this, right? So they sort of jut out a little bit because they have maximum view. So this is available on the mid-rise as well as the high-rise towers, right? And then this low-rise is called the Creekside. I think Creekside low-rise because they are going to face inwards towards the facilities area. I'll talk about that later when we get to the site plan. Okay. So mixed development, shopping mall, bus interchange, okay, MRT, right? I think everything that you go ask for, right? If you want a convenience, maximum convenience project, okay? So if you look at the macro location, right? So where are we on the macro map? So in case you're not familiar with Bukit Timah, right? So this is the reserve residences. So it's just next to Bukit Timah Plaza, but separated by the PIE. You can actually walk direct to Bukit Timah Plaza. There will be a sheltered walkway to Bukit Timah Plaza. Actually, as it is today, there's a very nice pavement to walk to Bukit Timah Plaza as it is. Right above to it a little bit is the Beauty World shopping mall, right, and the Beauty World MRT as well. But today you have to walk above ground, but in the future when this is built, there will be an underground pass. Above is basically Bukit Timah Nature Reserve, Rifle Range Nature Park, Dairy Farm Nature Park. So quite a large nature reserve, which you can also walk, right, today. Right, to the left is basically Upper Bukit Timah itself, right, Totak and the area Bukit Timah Food Center. So this will be built, will be torn down. Yeah? Bukit Timah Market and Food Center will be torn down. And they're going to build a new food center and market with a community center there as well. And Pei Hwa Presbyterian Primary School is nearby, 300 meters away only. This is the nearest primary school, is also one of the so-called top school. So I think for those of you who are who intend to enter Pei Hwa, this school I think is as near as you can get, right? And of course, if you go in the other direction, you end up in Bukit Timah Road with all the Bukit Timah famous schools, right? Anywhere from Hwa Chong to Methodist Girls' School, and Nanyang, and all the way down to Singapore Chinese Girls' School, all the way to City Centre. Okay, so this is the macro location of the reserve residence. I think if you're familiar with the area, you love the area, I think this is as prime as it can be when it comes to Bukit Timah. And this mall will be the largest shopping mall in the area. I don't think there's any mall bigger than this in the vicinity. Okay, so let's look at the micro location. So this is the land parcel, right? So you do have the PIE next to you, and you may be concerned, hey Ryan, I see PIE here, will there be a noise concern? Now later I'll show you how they avoid the noise concern for this project. So this is Bukit Timah Plaza. So Bukit Timah Plaza has residential as well. Down there is a fairly large mall as well, Strata Mall, right, with a lot of small shops and specialty shops for those of you who want to get the kind of stuff. Right? Some banks, there's a Maybank, there's a DBS there, I saw just now. On this side, of course, there's a project here called Link at Bukit Timah, which is under construction right now, which was sold a couple of years earlier. And recently, this plot, right, which is this triangle over here, was sold to Bukit Sembawang at 1,300 per square foot. Yeah, so almost $300+ more than this project. So actually, that in a sense already raised your land price, because at 1,300 per square foot land, right, this developer Bukit Sembawang, they have to sell definitely over 2,000, high 2,000 in fact, right? It will be nearer to 2,300, 2,500 per square foot to make any money. So this already, so-called, this land price already higher than this land price by $300. That's a really good thing. Now here's what Beauty World and Beauty World MRT. If you turn left here, is towards Toh Tuck. Right, here is the primary school and the church and the market, right? So all this will be torn down for a new community center and new market, right? And there's a Shell station just opposite, right? The sales gallery is here today, right? If you want to visit, okay? So this is the micro location. If you go up north past Jalan Anak Bukit, you can walk, right? You enter into the Bukit Timah Nature Reserve. So you're quite near a lot of nature reserves as well. So one thing nice about this project, if you look at views, right? Generally, if you face towards the north or northwest, your views are generally unblocked, right? North is here, sorry. Northwest, your views are generally unblocked, right? You see a lot of the nature reserve, all the way until MacRitchie Reservoir. Also, you can see, right? That's where the views are. Actually, if you face south also, there's somewhat views, right? Towards, because all this Toh Tuck area, all are low-rise, right? And mid-rise, low-rise condos. So you face south also is quite nice. Some views. Only reason why maybe not so nice in the near future is because there's going to be some construction here as they rebuild this market and community center. That's for the short term, right? In the long term, I think the views down south are also pretty nice, unblocked views. Okay, so we'll talk about the site later in a bit detail. So as I mentioned earlier, this area over here, if you see my mouse, are already bought by Bukit Sembawang for 1,343. This was in November last year, right? So already at 1,343 versus this project 900+, you already see the $300 price difference for land. So when they launch this project, you already make money because definitely they will sell higher than whatever this project is going to launch, right? At the reserve residences. So this is where your exit plan is, right? And how you're really going to make money when you buy the reserve residences, right? So, and this is about the views I talked about earlier, right? This is the one looking north, right? Where you can see Bukit Timah Hill, right? And you can see generally unblocked views throughout all the way. MacRitchie Reservoir in the far end, right? Very nice views, right? If you buy north-facing units, right? So talk about schools a little bit. So Pei Hwa is the nearest, right? Within 1 kilometer. There's also Methodist Girls' School primary within 1 kilometer. The rest are in close vicinity, a couple of kilometers away, but nothing, only 1 km are these two for school purposes, right? But Pei Hwa is very famous as it is, so I'm sure a lot of parents who are aiming for Pei Hwa will look at the reserve residences. Okay, so a fact sheet, District 21 because Upper Bukit Timah, but I think Upper Bukit Timah to me is one of those places that were underrated because it's quite near Bukit Timah itself, right? And to get from Upper Bukit Timah to Bukit Timah is very near. District 21 to District 11, right? It's like nearby only, right? You just drive down 11 already. So to me, Upper Bukit Timah in a way is almost as good as Bukit Timah, especially this part of Upper Bukit Timah, right? Which is very near the border, right? 8 blocks, I'll cover that in detail. So the service residences are not for sale, right? The 9% here not for sale, right? Only the residential, which we'll talk about later. So TOP expected in 2028. So the residential units that you can buy is actually 732 units, which is quite a lot already. Okay, consider a fairly large project. So mall, right? There are car parks level 3, 4, 5. The facilities are also spread over 3, 4, and 5. Majority on 4 and 5 though, right? And if you see, as I mentioned, 8 blocks, 4 low-rise, 2 mid-rise, 2 high-rise. Maybe you see this, you get a bit confused, but I'll show you later on another map. Okay, so car parks is only 586, so there's not 1-to-1, right? I guess that's to be expected because this is an integrated development. Nowadays, a lot of integrated development don't have 1-to-1, right? Because there's MRT and bus, right? So government expect you to take bus or MRT, right? Not everybody will drive. Okay, so okay, and talk about MRT connection, right? So this is Beauty World MRT, downtown line, DT5. Right now, one stop away when you get to DT6, which is King Albert Park MRT. In the future, there will be a connection to the Cross Island Line. Now, Cross Island Line is one of those MRT lines that a lot of people have not really paid attention to because it's a little bit far ahead in the future, have not really been built yet, although some work has started. Right, so you notice that if you see Cross Island Line, in technically speaking, you can get all the way to Ang Mo Kio, which is only I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stations reach Ang Mo Kio. Okay, so when this is completed, right, 5 stations reach Ang Mo Kio, 9 stations reach Hougang, or Hougang, right, and you can go all the way actually to Pasir Ris, right, and actually it also links to Punggol, right. If you go down south, it goes to Clementi. Clementi only 1, 2, 3 MRT stations away. So Cross Island Line adds a lot of flexibility to MRT connectivity for the reserve residences, because technically speaking, the reserve residences originally through the downtown line, you only can go towards Bukit Timah all the way towards Newton and to town, right? But with Cross Island Line, it opens up to Clementi, it opens up to Ang Mo Kio and Hougang, which I think is a great something that is underestimated for this project, right? A lot of people are not aware of this MRT thing for the reserve residences because of the Cross Island Line. A lot of people are aware of the reserve residences for the integrated development, but they're not aware that the MRT includes this future MRT as well, which I think is a big plus point. Definitely anything in Upper Bukit Timah or King Albert Park in that vicinity will have a big jump when this train is connected, right? This is, I think, looking at another 7-8 years down the road, right? At least, right, for some construction of this to complete. Okay, so this MRT accessibility is really nice to have. Okay. Big plus point that I think maybe some of you are not aware of. Okay, so let's talk about the site. So now, we'll spend a bit of time on this slide because it's quite a unique project, right? Not the usual cookie cutter one, so need to explain. So this is the mid-rise block. There's 2 blocks here, mid-rise, 17-story, right? This is the low-rise, 12-story, which is called Creekside. This one is the high-rise, the reserve residences. Now you will notice in the layout, they have something called horizon. So horizon basically means those layouts where they sort of jut out a little bit, right? Which are the corner units, right? These 3-bedders here. I think this is 3-bedder or 4-bedder here, right? All these that jut out a little bit, these are considered horizon units because they jut out and because they jut out a bit, they have better view, right? Almost 180, 270 degree panoramic view, right? And the Creekside here, right, all these units are the large units. They are 3-bedder, 4-bedder, and they face inside towards the pool. Okay, and one reason why they are low rise is also because PIE is over here, the highway, right? So as I mentioned earlier, how they avoid PIE is that all these units face inside. They do not face PIE, and PIE actually is lower. This block is built higher than PIE, so PIE is lower, and you have all this gen set and some utilities buildings here, right, to sort of block the sound from PIE. Okay, so although these units are 3-bedder facing towards the pool, they do have some opening in the back. These are the yard and the kitchen. Okay, but all these units are generally facing their balcony or facing inside towards the pool to enjoy the pool and facilities floor direction. Okay, so this is Creekside, and they will all be large units, right? Low rise. Okay, and enjoy the kind of low rise layout. Okay, and as I said, PIE behind. So there's a main entrance here for the residents to come in. Right, the mall main entrance is over here. The reason why the mall main entrance is over here because MRT, Beauty World MRT is on top, right? So you want to have people from Beauty World MRT, if they come from the top on ground level, they can enter through here. Of course, it's also linked underground, right? The bus interchange exit is over here. This is the bus interchange exit. They have some more mall entrance over here as well, right? And over here as well. Okay, there's a link bridge. This green color patch over here basically will be the future new community center and market, which is actually to me also not a bad deal. right? Because like I said, a lot behind that is all toh tak, which is all low rise also. Only thing like I said, in the short term, because of construction, you may not want there'll be some construction here as well as they build that, right? And they have not started because this one has not built yet. But the reserve residences will build first. Okay, and if you come from Bukit Timah, of course you will be using Upper Bukit Timah Road. Okay, down here is also actually after PIE is basically Bukit Timah Plaza, right? Okay, and yeah, so Beauty World on top, Beauty World MRT on top. So I hope that explains, right? And this is actually the service residences, which is not for sale. This will be the hotel service residence managed by Far East. Okay, there's a tennis court. Yeah, and you can see the way they've done the facilities. There'll be a 50-meter lap pool. There's a family pool. There's a wading kids pool, and then there's a lot of dining pavilions. Later I'll show you some photos where you can so-called private have dining outside on your own, right, facing facing outside towards the sea, all the nature around you. Okay, I hope that clarifies. But really, if you don't get what I was saying just now, do come and visit Sales Gallery. Come make an appointment with me. Right? I show you the very, very nice scale model, beautiful Sales Gallery. I think the best we've seen so far this year. I really enjoyed the session this morning, looking at the show house and all that, and the scale model. Okay, so this is another view, right, of the scale model. This one, of course, yeah, this is the existing Bukit Timah market and food center. There's a Shell station here, so this will be rebuilt into the new community center, right? Over here to the top is actually the Beauty World MRT. Behind is Bukit Timah Nature Park. So this is PIE and this is Bukit Timah Plaza. Okay, just to give you some orientation on where we are. Okay, so this is the slide from the architect to help you explain a little bit. So the base is basically the mall, right? Where the mall is, the bus interchanges, and then on level 4 and 5, this is actually the facilities floor, right? And then you have the residences. This is the low-rise 12-story, right? And here you have the 12 up to level 12, which is all the mid-rise. And then you have another high-rise up to level 32. I hope this helps you better understand in terms of the stacking, right? And all the different components that we have in this project. Okay, so some artist impressions of the high rise. So you can see the white color here, they call it horizon units, right? So horizon is they jut out a little bit so they have better view, right? And maybe they block the view of the guys inside, right? But they jut out a bit for better view. So you get 180, 270 views for the big. So, but these are all generally the big units. These are all the 4-bedder, 3-bedder, 4-bedder, 5-bedder units. Inside here will be all the 2 and the 1-bedders. Okay, so of the 732 units, there's a good combination of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedders, right? All sites also have, and actually I think quite fairly distributed among all sizes. Okay, so this was the creek side facing inside. So this is the pool. So very nice. Also, I think this also not bad. Anyhow, if you want to face pool, it's always good to be low floor, right? Sometimes high floor cannot you face the pool, no point because you cannot see, right? But this one, low rise face pool, I think is very nice. Right, these are some artist impressions of the facility. So they have all these dining areas, and a few of them are not just one, like facing towards the pool. I think that's very nice design. I love the aesthetic, right? The wood and the beige, right? Instead of nowadays we see a lot of gray, right? And a lot of marble, but this one, I like the nature design of this. Right, this one's on some of their rooftop floors, and I think level 12 also have, which faces towards the Bukit Timah Park. Right, another shot of the creek side facing the pools, right, and they also have the gym and all this on the level 12 and all that, and the higher floors facing towards the outside. Right, this is what I call those pavilions, right, which are very private areas. Again, with very nice views, yet private, facing outwards. Yeah, nighttime shot of the similar facilities area and the pool area. Okay, so the Sales Gallery, they have 4 show flats, right? So the first one they have is actually the 1-bedroom, the type A2, 495 square feet, right? This one's only available in the mid tower, that means in the level 17 tower. So a very typical 1-bedder layout. So you enter a door, picture on the left, dining area. They have a sliding door though, built here that allows you to close the master bedroom door. So instead of just one swing door, you have a full sliding door that you can pull, right, up and down the master bedroom. The balcony has one unique feature. They actually have a water point. I think that's a big selling point because a lot of balcony developer forget to put water point. So when you want to clean, right, it's troublesome, right? But or water plants, things like that, right? But they have actually put a water point in the balcony, which I think is a very nice small touch over here. This sliding door also I thought was a very nice small touch, right? It's something different, adds a bit of aesthetic to the house, right? And it's nice. Appliances and given by the developer. So the floors are basically porcelain tiles. They are giving aircon in all the area. The electrical items are SMAC, right, which is for the fridge and the oven. So for the small unit, normally it's induction for the electrical hood and hob, right? And they're giving like Duravit and Hansgrohe for the finishes, right, in the bathroom and in the kitchens. Okay, so this is the one bedder layout. So this is the 2-bedroom. So typically a lot of developers like to show the dumbbell layout, but this one they didn't, right? So they are doing a 2-bedroom layout. Again, quite functional. Now, one thing to take note is that these walls over here and over here, you see quite thin, right? The walls are a bit thin. So these are not PPVC walls. That means they can be broken down, right? So you can break down to expand your living area. That's one area. Or you can even merge bedroom 2 and the master bedroom. That also can be done, right? To make to one giant room. That's also possible. Of course, all these wardrobes are provided by the developer, right? But basically, what I'm trying to highlight here is that all these thin walls, right, can be knocked down, okay, because they're not PPVC wall, okay. And another show house that they have is a 3-bedroom, right? So 3-bedroom, they have an enclosed kitchen, right? This one, the hood and hob will be gas, right? Gas hood and hob, right? A bomb shelter over here. Take note that the bedroom, one of the bedrooms actually is a junior master, so it has its own bath, which is I think a very nice selling feature. Typically, this layout, this size nowadays, you may not get junior master, right? We have this requirement quite alone. It's quite common nowadays. A lot of people want to have not only master bath for the master bedroom, they also want a junior master with his own bathroom. So this one has its own junior master with his own bathroom, right? And again, take note, these are non-PPVC walls, so all these walls can be broken down. In fact, this wall also can be broken down, right? If you don't want the junior master, right, this one also can be broken down. Okay, so 1378, very generous size for a 3-bedder. Some project, this is already 4-bedroom size. Okay, and this is the 4-bedroom layout. Okay, my size is a bit wrong. I need to edit this. But for the 4-bedroom layout, this one, if you take note, they have a private lift, right, coming up here. And you can see that the master bedroom, right, has a bit unique because this one is the part of the Horizon series, right, where they have a different layout. So you can see the master bedroom, right, has this large area, right, which you can turn into study table. And all these are glass face outside, which is very nice. Sort of like a walk-in wardrobe design, small one over here. And you notice the master bath actually has a bathtub. Small one. I saw very nice, very cute, right? But it was very nice. I really enjoyed it, right? I thought this design for the master bedroom, unusual and very nice. It's something that you don't really see in a lot of new projects nowadays. So I thought it was a very well designed area. So 2 bedrooms, bedroom 2, bedroom 3. Again, you can knock down this wall if you want to combine the area. And again, junior master with his own bathroom, right? And this area where the kitchen is, okay, at the back, you notice there's a flexi space, right? This one in most projects nowadays for 4-bedder, 5-bedder, typically they have another exit because private lift, then they must have a separate exit, right? So this separate exit goes to a common lift shaft, right? You can design this as a flexi space either for your maid to stay, right? Or it can be a study or some storage area, right? It has its own door at the back. So I think this layout, to me, one of the more practical 4-bedroom layouts that we have seen in recent times. So this show house also available, very nice, very well designed. I think come and see it because it's a bit unique from the rest that we have today. Okay, so some photos, right? So this aesthetic, right? The wood color, the beige color, the natural earth tone, I think you will see this design in the show house today. I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was very different from other people's ID, right? In a lot of developer ID now, sometimes you don't know where the team is going, but this ID team was very nice on the spot, very well job done, right? And these are and in the 3D shots also were very well done because they actually superimpose the real Bukit Timah nature reserve views. Okay, so why buy the reserve residences? As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, probably the best value for money project in 2023. You get an affordable land price, which you get integrated development with MRT, bus interchange, shopping mall. Okay, opposite got new community center, so you want those great new design, government new design community center, right? MRT also got Future Cross Rail Line. Wow, very nice. Good address. Upper Bukit Timah is a pretty decent address, right? And you already have a neighbor that sold for a much higher price than you, $300+ per square foot differential price. So I think I don't know what else to say, right? In terms of if it checks a lot of boxes, practically all boxes. I guess I think the only thing it doesn't have is probably it's not freehold, right? I think what else you want? It can be freehold, right? But in terms of anything that you want to buy in the project Singapore today, I think this project has it as unique, and which goes to the second point. It has a unique design, right? Distinctive, very distinctive. Maybe I don't want to say use the word unique, right? But distinctive architectural design, distinctive interior design, right? And unit layout, right? And the sizes for everybody from 1-bedder, 2-bedder, 3-bedder, 4-bedder, 5-bedder, all very livable. We don't have those very tiny shoebox layouts, right? Where sometimes cannot stay one below 400 square feet, right? And a lot of features that that blend very well with the nature theme, right? I think they've done it very well here. I think this seeing is believing, right? To see this, and very livability. Very livable, great livability, very convenient, right? Maybe a repeat of some of the factors earlier, but yeah, shopping mall integrated, MRT with cross rail line, bus interchange, near Bukit Timah Reserve, nature reserve, food market, community center. I mean, these are all repeating myself, but I mean, I can't stress how all these points are here, which makes this project very, very desirable and easy to stay with. Okay, so this is open to public from the 13th of May, which is the coming weekend, right? I know there's a cooling measure and all this, but I believe if you're serious to buy something in Singapore, or you believe this is your last chance to buy something in Singapore, at least for the foreseeable future, you must come and look at the reserve residences. I cannot stress this enough. If you look at the recent projects in Singapore, you're not able to buy or didn't like it for whatever reason, didn't feel it was good value enough, this is the project to come and see, right? The only thing we are not really sure now 100% is the pricing. But I think in light of cooling measures, I don't think developer will price too aggressively. It's probably somewhere that we can accept, right? Will not be too cheap, because I think so many premium stuff they give you, right? I doubt they can give you so cheap, right? But it will be a price that I think that is fair, right? And as I said, if you've not seen a beautiful sales gallery in Singapore this year, come and visit this one. This sales gallery is really, really nice. Make an appointment with me. I'll show it to you. Okay. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this project review of the reserve residences. If you enjoyed it, and want to take a look, come and make an appointment with me. Drop me a PM at my phone number here, 8126-1626. I'll show you around. Like I said, previews coming up soon this weekend. If you like what we have to share as well, do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also scan here this QR code to get to our mailing list. I assure you, this is not a scam QR code. Okay, we have a Facebook, Malaysian investors in Singapore. You can drop me an email as well. Contact us at marketing@marketing.sg.com. Thank you very much. Do check out all our content. My video description has also my link tree with all my TikTok, and my YouTube channels, and all the other social media that we run content on Singapore and Malaysian real estate. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.